Up to 15, that's all the good things and for the glory on Real Rock Nights. Now I am pleasured by being joined by Brattin and Boals of Foundry. Guys, how you doing?
Great.
Doing pretty good, buddy. How are you?
I am doing well, man. Since you're here, it's a hell of a lot better. I'll tell you that. And
Likewise, my friend. Likewise.
Brattin, let everybody know, where are you right now?
I'm in Lake Tahoe, in the mountains of Nevada.
You got those trees behind you and everything. He's on a freaking vacation and he's working today. It's like you could have just told me, "Hey, I'm on vacation," and then I just would talk to you later. It would have been all good. But you guys are actually originally out of Vegas, right?
Right. We're Vegas based, all of us, which is not so common anymore with bands, but we are all based out of Las Vegas. It's our home. That's where we do what we do.
So has it, when you started out Foundry or even before that, everybody was in Vegas?
Not everyone. We started Foundry, me and a guitarist friend of mine. He was Vegas based, and we didn't have a bass player, but we did hire a Vegas guy. And
Okay.
then our singer is a bit of a nomad, Kelly Keeling. You may know the name.
Yep.
He was our original singer, and Kelly was based out of somewhere in the United States.
Somewhere in the United States.
Somewhere at a location in the U.S. But actually, Kelly and I know each other from our hometown, which is Lafayette, Louisiana. And I do recall buying Kelly a plane ticket from New Orleans to Las Vegas to come in and do the first Foundry record.
Okay. So you guys, how long did you know each other then?
How long have we known Kelly?
Yeah.
I was probably 13 when I met Kelly. And Kelly may have 7 or 8 years on me. He was in a band and I was just a little young sprite.
Little peon.
Yeah, that's how I met Kelly. I was like, hey, dude, you're this cool singer and keyboard player at the time. And that's how I know him. Just a small town like Lafayette, you just get to know everybody. What can I say? You know?
That makes sense, man. Now, this is a good point. I was going to ask you this a little later on, but let's talk about it right now because we're there. When you started up Foundry, what was in the cards as far as what you wanted to accomplish?
It was more some things that I didn't want to do, and
Okay.
I don't share this with too many people, but I'm feeling this. And I just had a group, like I had some songs, some material that I wanted to realize. So I called on a guitar player friend of mine. His name is James Fucci. We were a bit of musical soulmates. He and I, we wrote well together. So it,
Boals left. So sorry. Go ahead, Brad.
Right. Anyway, I just wanted to realize some songs that I had in my head. So the goal was to write and record what we considered some kick-ass rock songs and present it to a singer. We had no idea who that singer was going to be, but the songs that we're writing were meant for a singer. We thought that they were focal. So we did all that. I put the word out for singers, literally like world-class singer wanted, everywhere from a national database to Craigslist. We're looking for a singer,
Craigslist. Okay. With that being said, what were some of the weirdest things that you had happen? What kind of people contacted you?
You know what? I'm pretty good with this Craigslist ad shit. Okay. So
okay.
it was pretty rigid. So I don't have a crazy story, but we got a couple of wackos, but nothing too wild. We had a homeless guy show up one time. That was rough, you know.
That's a little interesting, actually. It's
That,
like,
that was something. He actually could kind of sing, but it wasn't going to work.
wasn't good at.
Yeah, so that was basically it, and that all that happened. We wrote 12, 13 songs, circulated them to a few singers who we thought might be good for the job. Kelly took the gig, and we went into the studio and recorded. I believe it was 10 songs. It's either 10 or 12, I don't remember, but it's the only album that Foundry has. That ended up being the album. And what we did after we recorded the songs is we really built the band after the music was packaged and ready for listeners. And that's how it went down. I'm not so sure I answered your question, but what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to at a guy in his 40s, I didn't want to jump into the smoky bar scene.
Okay. All right.
My plan was to write quality songs, build a quality band around those songs, not necessarily with the players that went in the studio to record it, and not even necessarily with the writers who wrote it. And then there's an air show that's starting here.
Live video, man. You love it.
Yeah, maybe I'll shoot it up there. Sorry. And that's basically what ended up happening. And then I don't want to get too far, but we went through some transformations because building the band around the project took a little time.
Okay, so what are people gonna see at a show of yours? What in your mind is Foundry known for, past the fact that your music wants you to get more? When I hear Foundry, what's in my head is, okay, what's next? What are they going to do next? I want more of these guys. So past that, what are people going to see the show?
What are they going to see at the show?
Yeah. What do you want them to take away from one of your shows?
They're going to see more. If they want more, they're going to see more, because we don't really, I know a common cliche right now is stay in your lane. We're a very much stay in your lane kind of band. If you've heard one or two of our songs, they're all pretty much like that. And that's not to say that they're boring and they get old and that we don't have, we don't spread our wings, if you will. But you're going to see accomplished musicians playing kick-ass songs and a kick-ass live show. And I know a lot of bands claim that, hey, we've got a kick-ass live show, but brother, we do.
You're not going to be disappointed.
No,
I know that for a fact.
Like, good light show, kick-ass singer, world-class, out of this world singer.
Who's that?
Yeah. Well, you remember that homeless guy I just got done telling Shep about? Yeah, we polished him up and we brought him on board.
You're looking cleaned up well.
I've been around for a long time and been with a lot of bands, and this band has been one of the most actually the most rehearsed band I've ever played with, because even with the top groups I ever played with, it was only like a couple rehearsals. Bam, you go out and just do it.
Okay.
But we really worked on putting the show together, putting the songs, making them tight, and we really have a really cohesive rock factor.
So is it when you're saying that you get everything nice and tight and everything, is it almost like a less is more kind of thing for you?
No, it's just there's no loose ends. I mean, it's just things pop out when they're supposed to and step back when they're supposed to. So each member of the band can shine, and the songs can be, just the best they can be.
Okay, that makes sense. That completely makes sense. Now let's talk about your tune Not This Time. Did you guys see the success of this song coming, or did that kind of smack you like a truck?
I No, the answer is no. We didn't see it coming, but I think like a lot of bands, they do the best they can. Like always try to write the best song you can.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just hope and pray that it's going to work out. And I don't think we're any different. Boals, what do you think?
Well, I personally, we've been working on these songs, and we have more songs that are going to come out, later in the year too.
I'm waiting, man.
It's gonna build up, because I know these songs are great, and I know that they sound, they're recorded well, produced well. We work with Brattin, one of the top producers around now, and he's a great guy. He was really cool with us, and I'm not surprised. I'm just waiting. I'm just biting my tongue and waiting for this stuff to really start rolling even more. So it's coming. I know it's
when you say biting your tongue and then just waiting and that stuff, because I know for a fact, man, you have other stuff in the back. You're like just chomping at the bit to get out there. So no one that I've ever known, no band I've ever worked with or anything, is satisfied with what they do, what is out there. They always have something better in the back. And I got a feeling that is totally Foundry. Am I right?
We hope you're right.
You are correct, sir.
See, I'm not a complete idiot. I do get it once in a while. It takes me a while, but I'm a little slow on the uptake. But what'd you say, Brattin? I didn't hear you.
I'm whispering to someone in the foreground over here.
Oh, I didn't know you have an audience.
Yeah, there's something happening. It's okay. We hope you're right, man, on the song part. I've always thought that as a songwriter, as I've never written my best song yet. Kind of keeps you going, but we're pretty stoked about what we've got in the can, and we sure hope everyone else is going to like it. We're pleased with it. So
all that forward progression thing, man, I love it. I love the fact that artists are never satisfied with what they do, and that's why it makes them artists. That's why they can show their talent in so many different ways. Now, with things starting to open up, what is in the works for Foundry as far as live shows go? You've done some cool streaming stuff so far, but I really want to see live stuff from Foundry.
We've got some live shows coming up for sure. And Shep, real quick, I don't know, Boals, if you're experiencing this, but we really lost your volume, Shep.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost my volume?
Yeah.
I'm watching the 3-view thing, and the focus wasn't on you, so I couldn't hear what you were saying. I don't know what's wrong.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll crank it up here. I'll stay.
There you go.
That's weird, man.
It might have just been a connection thing, but anyway, I think I caught what you said. Do you want to re-ask it for the interview, or do you want to just go?
No, let's just go, man. I want to show people that shit happens. So, but and I'm sure it's coming through on my headphones perfectly. So
okay, cool. It might just be our devices.
They're going to hear the questions and stuff.
Okay, great. Well, we're finally getting back. You and I were talking about things are getting back in all of our respective cities, and thankfully, we are also talking about health and vaccines, and everybody seems to be doing pretty darn good, thankfully. But we are having our first show back on August 21st in Las Vegas. That's going to be our first show back. We do kind of have a little pre-show performance 2 nights before that. We're singing the national anthem at a baseball game in Las Vegas as well. So okay. That's August 19th and August 21st respectively. But the one I'd like to get to is the one coming up in Tulsa. Yeah. So we have a show coming up in Tulsa on Friday, September 17th. And that's going to be at the Hard Rock.
At the Hard Rock. Man,
yeah.
You can be playing.
And that'll be. that'll be our second or show here by then. So, and then a bunch after that. So we're getting booked up starting in August, and we go all the way to December this year.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's just the fact that we were able to start up our concert calendar again and actually just throwing up the flyers and putting the graphics up on the website for the shows again. Even in this show, we have a tour talk segment. And when the show started a year ago, it's like, well, hey, there's a shit going on. We can't do this. What the hell?
Right.
But now we can finally get back to normal, man. We really can. FoundryRocks.com is your website. And you guys are all over the internet, but there's a caveat to that. What the hell is this? Is there a band called The Foundry?
The Foundry?
The Foundry?
Probably, yeah.
Because
There's probably some foundries out there.
I type in Foundry band, and all of a sudden I'm just like, wait a minute, no, that isn't Boals. What the hell? It's like I'm like, hey, that's a chick. What
Was it techno, like kind of a techno thing?
I never even listened to any of the music or anything.
Mark?
But
I don't have any clue. But
I believe there's a foundry or two out there between venues and wine cellars and real foundries, places that make metal stuff.
You definitely have
There's
to
a
put,
lot.
Yeah, you definitely have to put band in behind.
You definitely do.
But
You
then
do.
all this The Foundry crap came up, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, this isn't right. This doesn't. No, this isn't gel. FoundryRocks.com. You guys are all over the internet, and but I want people to know that they are not The Foundry. Okay, just
Thank you.
Foundry Band.
Right.
You gotta put that band in there, otherwise you're gonna end up with people like trying to build you houses and crap. I know.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. Guys, thank you so much for coming on Real Rock Nights. I really appreciate it.
Thank you,
And,
brother.
thank you.
What do you say we give people a taste of your tune, Not This Time?
Awesome.
Spin it.
Okay, here's Not This Time. Foundry, not The Foundry. It's right here, right now. It's on Real Rock Nights. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.